huge amount of stuff in patch 2.0, and one of these updates or features that we are enhancing and revamping is combat, and that includes movement speed.
Yeah, basically everything. First of all, if you guys weren't here last time, or you're just tuning in to the stream for the first time, I'm Megapol, and I'm currently on design for NeocoreGames.
Yeah, and I'm Gergő, and I'm with the PR team.
And I saw some of you guys talking about some of the new features you would like to see in patch 2.0.
Right.
And most of you are pretty hitting the nail on the head, because almost everything that I saw in the chat will happen in 2.0. So
yeah, like I've seen someone mentioning socketed items, right?
Or yeah, socketed items are going to be a thing, faster combat is going to be a thing, and a bunch of other things. If you are interested, we have compiled a list of all the new changes that will going to be in the game for sure, and you can find that list on our community hub.
Yeah, so yeah, last week was basically we were talking about all the features. It was a general rundown of patch 2.0, and this week, today, we're gonna play the work in progress version of patch 2.0.
Yeah, basically what we're gonna do is with each stream we add some new features to the build.
Yeah.
And Tiny Angry Crab asks, have you guys shaved some frames off the front of a lot of animations? We have shaved off a lot of frames from all the animations.
Yeah.
So every single animations, hundreds of animations and effects as well, have been drastically made faster.
That was the main idea behind it. So yeah, everything happens faster, and you know,
it's a lot more smoother. It gives you a lot more control. And the latest edition that just happened a couple days ago was actually my idea. I thought that the primary skills, so the basic left click skills, weren't fast enough, and so the global cooldown on those skills was reduced to close to 0. So now you have a spammable skill. Obviously the damage was adjusted accordingly, but now you have a spammable skill, and if you jump into combat you will be able to start slicing and dicing straight away. Let us hop into the game, and first we're gonna show the old version, so the current Steam live version, just for like 5 minutes, so we can compare.
Yeah, we're gonna do a small comparison with the old version or the current version.
Yep, this is the old version, as you can see at the top right corner.
Yeah, we are running with actually a pretty fast assassin.
Yeah, it's like a level 70 assassin. I stole it from someone from the leaderboards, sorry.
Yeah, let's just jump into like a random map just to show you guys how it works currently. So this is not the 2.0 version, but after this, seeing the 2.0 version will be
we're gonna be basically comparing the two builds. What I want you guys to pay attention to is the grenade animations, the animation and the time it takes for the character to turn around, and the basic combat spells, animations and effects. So just basically concentrate on how slow it is in this version, and then we will be able to compare it to the new version.
Yeah, so turning around takes time.
It's like you're turning on an arc, so it's
throwing a grenade to wait for the animation to finish. Actually,
it's almost 2 seconds to throw a grenade, and when you charge into an enemy pack with the number 1 and number 2 skill, you are not able to use your damaging abilities right away.
Yeah.
So after you charge in, it takes a while. You have to wait to the global cooldown. Remind you again, this is the old version, as you can see at the top right.
Here.
He's your favorite color.
Yeah, let's see the grenade.
It takes almost 3 seconds.
Yeah, this can be really annoying if you are, let's say, playing on a Warzone map or something very packed.
Yeah, obviously feedback helped a lot. Angry Crab, I compiled like a huge Excel spreadsheet from everything that I've seen in the forums, and it helped us a ton. So actually, we felt that we need to take a step towards the more traditional ARPG direction, and it's gonna be really cool to see.
Yeah, so for the old versions, I think we're gonna show some of the assassin gameplay, and then for the patch 2.0 changes, we're gonna go through all 3 classes.
Yeah, we're gonna do like a quick showcase of all 3 classes,
and we're gonna show some surprises too. I mean, we were talking about these things last week.
Yeah, a couple of quality of life changes.
A couple of quality of life changes that are already in that build, so that will be pretty cool to show.
So you could see now that Gergő charged in and it took like 1 second for the global cooldown to reset. You know, it may not seem much, like 1 second global cooldown, so what? But you know, in an ARPG there should be like a flow of combat, like a continuous flow of actions. So like you charge in and straight away start slicing or shooting, and then you should be able to continue that throughout the battle.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah,
and you cannot do that in this old build. So yeah, even though I think the movement skill tree is maxed for this class, so this is why we are moving slow. But now you could see that Gergo turned around, and the character is turning around in an arc. So it's like
I mean for this version it was okay because
everything is slower. So there is a flow, but it's slower.
It was a tactical kind of approach that we did. But we're gonna focus on all the ARPG features for patch 2.0.
Yeah, so exactly what Angry Crab says in the chat. So the old approach was to Martyr that it is a tactical game, hence the cover system, hence the slower paced combat, and there was a flow of combat, as you can see, but it's slow. So now we are taking a break from that, and covers will still gonna be there, but you can just live without them if you want to. So it's whatever you prefer. And the overall combat was made much faster. You have now basically spammable primary abilities.
Indeed.
And it should be pretty cool. So yeah, soon enough you're gonna see, and we're gonna switch builds in a sec. But we just wanted you to feel, how slow or sluggish.
Yeah, some sort of comparison
version. Yeah,
would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think maps almost done.
Yeah, it's almost done, but you have to find this VIP dude. Yeah. When is the patch releasing? Good question. Obviously not next week, which is the end of Q1, I think.
Yeah.
Obviously, because we are making so many huge changes. Just to name a few, if you missed out last week. Power rating, gone. Max level, item level. Tarot cards, revamped. Level up tarot cards, entire new interface. Fast travel, sockets, runes, gems. An entire
you can
new
open the inventory.
Yeah. You can open the inventory mid-combat, whole new end game modes, and I just named a few. So these things take time, but not too much time. It's gonna happen.
We're gonna announce the date very soon, I think.
Yeah, it's not a long wait.
Not on today's stream though, but we're gonna get there.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
So this was the old version, and now let's forget it, because it will go away very soon, and we're gonna have patch 2.0 out.
Yeah, it's loading. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna showcase the new build, and so I just listed a couple new features, but obviously if you have any questions, guys, feel free to ask, and we'll try our best to answer them.
I think it's before we jump into the new version, let's mention the console versions as well, because we mentioned it last week, but only once. So a lot of you asked during this week that what's gonna happen with the console version. Of course, PS4 and Xbox One ports will get patch 2.0. Obviously, it will come a little bit later of the PC version, or the PC release. I think it will be similar to our other console ports. We always make things for PC first, and then our console devs port it to PS4 and Xbox One. But yeah, things gonna be.
Someone is asking about the controller interface for PC. Since the console versions are basically, they have to be done pretty much perfect. That's the exact thing we're using on PC, so it's pretty good. That was the ruined city map, I think, that you but maybe the other one.
The other one.
I'm just.
Oh yeah, this is one. This is.
So now we're gonna show 2.0 build. Straight away, concentrate on the grenades, the attack animations, and everything is gonna be a lot faster.
A lot faster. We will show a lot more different weapons.
Release date, we're gonna announce it pretty soon, but it's not a long wait. That's what I can say now for sure. Obviously this is a preview build, so there are some missing stuff. Since there's gonna be new items and stuff, maybe you'll see some missing strings. See, that was a grenade straight there. and no delay whatsoever. You can just jump into combat and spam
so good.
the hell away. So it's pretty amazing. If you throw a grenade from a range when the cooldown's off. I can show you once more. As you can see, it's like fluid combat. So this is what we're going for. You can see when Gergo is spamming the primer, that was a grenade right there. Straight away, jump back into combat. So it's pretty amazing. As you can see, when Gergo is spamming the primary skill, yeah, those guys are
no, I'm gonna kill those.
They're trying to help them kill them. So yeah, as you can see, he's spamming the primary ability, and the global cooldown has been lowered, damage has been adjusted. It's much better, to be honest.
Much better, absolutely. Yeah.
And what another idea was when he uses these jump skills, right, like he did last time. It doesn't trigger a global cooldown that long. So when you jump in, you can start hacking and slashing straight away. Obviously, this is a lower level mission, so the enemies are a bit squishy, but you know, this is a cool looking map, so what the hell.
Obviously, this is like a low level map, so don't worry about me just killing everything.
Controller. Yeah, it should work as well, Dark Eye Verse 3. Yeah, so what you can see is that it's much more fluid, much more intuitive to use. Obviously, the damage of these skills have been, was adjusted because you are able to spam them, most of them.
Switch some weapons.
Yeah, let's switch weapons. I think it's a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
And as you can see, for range combat, what struck me as the most amazing thing is that you can quickly switch targets and shoot straight away. So you can like bam, shoot a target and instantly change targets and shoot another one without any delay whatsoever. So the input, sort of, I wouldn't call it input lag, but because it was implemented into the game, but it's much faster now. Yeah, it's responsive is the word. I was looking for the word exactly.
So should we show the inventory?
Oh yeah, and you can do this mid mission. So there we go. Obviously, there's going to be a whole new interface designed for this. But currently we are using the old one. You can switch items here if you want to switch. Yeah, let's go with the bolt gun. Let's try it. So you can do this now. Obviously, this is something that everyone wanted, including me. And I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, now that the power ranks are gone.
Yeah, obviously you can see a power rating here still because it's a placeholder build sort of, but. Oh, they just triggered some mind. Oh yeah, you're fine.
No worries.
Yeah, so you can do this. Obviously, a new interface is going to be designed because since you are able to use your inventory in the map on the mission, it shouldn't cover your entire screen. So we'll be designing an interface that's more traditional. What about Imperial Knight? What about it? I'm not sure. It's the Imperial Knight missions are still staying, I guess.
Yeah.
This cooldown and everything, it affects basically the entirety of the game. So we'll show you the different classes in a while. Yeah. Basically, every single class was redesigned like this. Since skills are weapon bound in Martyr, it was the weapons that had to be redesigned first. I mean, not only the animations but the effects as well. So yeah, that's the most important thing, I believe. Hi, Hydra.
Yeah.
You just missed out on some cool transition from the old build to the new. Yeah, but yeah, I think the most impressive here was the grenades. To be honest, it's so good to just throw the grenades.
Trying to find
there's
some supplies for grenades.
Yeah. It's so cool that you're just able to just throw grenades straight away and jump into combat. Regular flamer, yeah. I have some good news because basically almost every two-handed weapon will have a different version, which is going to be introduced in a new item tier. It's not named yet, but yeah, so there's going to be a new item tier above Relic, or sort of equal to Relic weapons in Martyr in 2.0. And what these items will do is that basically they won't have the same fixed 4 skills like current items, but they will roll skills from a random pool. Not so random pool, but a pool. They're gonna roll skills from that, so you will be able to mix and match builds, and create some new interesting stuff if you want to.
Yeah, almost finished with this map, and
yeah, we should do another one.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's gonna be a new item tier, and since sucketed items are gonna be a thing, And not only gems, it's a working name, obviously, it won't be called gems, I think.
Gems.
Gems and runes will be a thing, and not only runes, but rune stones, rune
words
words as well.
Yeah, rune words.
Similar to Diablo 2, if you're familiar with the concept. So
and it's two different things actually. So
yep.
Yeah, rune words and gems, but not called gems. But you can mix those in socketed items.
Yeah, it's like a working title because everyone understands this way.
Yeah, sure.
Anyone who plays like MMOs and RPGs.
Indeed.
Yeah, so basically, in a nutshell, just to summarize, the global cooldown was drastically reduced. Primary skills do not trigger as much of a cooldown as before.
Right.
So you can spam them basically, and the effects and animations of basically every single skill have been made a lot faster.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot faster. What we did was play some old version Martyr, and then play a bunch of ARPGs, hop back into Martyr, adjust values, and we did this basically for a couple of weeks until we find the right pace for combat. It's still not gonna be as slow as as fast as I don't know what's the fastest RPG out there. I have no idea, but it's gonna be a nice, it's gonna be a nice middle ground. You can spam stuff now, but not in that mindless way.
Yeah. Let's do another one with this character, or
we can do another one with this character. We have a lot of time. Yeah.
Let's see some other weapons.
Crafting being reworked as well, the Mad Doctor asks. Nice question, actually. Yes, it's gonna be reworked, finally. Well, basically, if I want to summarize it in one sentence, crafting is gonna be useful now. That's it.
But, will there be timing?
No, everything will be instant. So
will there be slots?
What do you mean? I mean crafting slots. Since everything will be crafted instantly, there's no need for crafting slots. And the clunky crafting materials, you have to right click a bunch of materials. That's gone as well.
It's gone.
Useful items, so the items that you craft will be more powerful. Rerolling stats will be reworked as well. You now have a preview of preview of the pool that you are rolling from. So similar to Diablo 3, where you select an enchant and it lists you what can be enchanted in that slot.
Right.
That's gonna happen here as well. So you can see now the preview of your enchant basically.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's like these little quality of life changes. So I think that this is gonna make a lot of people happy when it's released, and it's gonna be released not too long. I hope.
Yeah, we're gonna announce the date.
Yeah, next week. I don't know.
Next week maybe, or not sure.
We'll see. I just guessed. I have no idea.
We'll see. Show Warzone, please.
Yeah, you still have to charge the aim and sniper shots, but the global cooldown is reduced. Obviously, spammable skills only work if the skills are not one-shotting people, because that would be a bit unbalanced. Yeah, you switch weapons, I see. Yeah, so if throw a grenade, please. Yeah, so that was a grenade straight away, boom, and then you can move
run away.
It's instant.
I mean, it will make encounters like this one so much. Not easier, but like satisfying, absolutely.
Yeah, because now before it took like 5 seconds, like like you had arthritis or something.
Oh yeah, yes, sir.
It looked a lot more tactical, but this is way more fun. To be honest.
Absolutely.
Rogue Trader will play some sort of part. I absolutely have no idea at this point. I think the Rogue Trader will remain as kind of a shop. It still will have some rare drops or rare items in stock, I think, but I think we haven't really been thinking about doing some cool stuff to Rogue Trader, but it's a good idea. But obviously, as you can see, I listed a bunch of things, and that means we have a lot on our plate at the moment. But things are going fine. I mean, as you can see, the combat is pretty much done and dusted. I would say, obviously, we're gonna improve this a lot, and polish it basically in the next couple
this
frames
is a work in progress version.
So take higher difficulty. Since the power rating will be removed entirely, the difficulty will be changed a bit. So max level will be 100. And you can finish the campaign in like 50 or 60 levels. and then you can transition yourself to the sort of end game modes.
Yeah,
which will be there will be end game modes.
Yeah, reaching 100 will be.
It's a bit hard.
Very challenging.
Yeah, so it's gonna be challenging. So, not punishingly challenging, but challenging nevertheless. So, that's our idea for now. And obviously, because of the removal of power rating, items will now have item level, and it will work basically like this. So if you're level 60, you can receive items anywhere from item level 55 to 65, in most cases.
Yeah.
So you can roll below or above your level. This should give like a nice variety. There will be rare items that's gonna be much more powerful than you, or a bit more powerful than you. There's gonna be some normal items that are useful, you can replace them for a while.
Right.
And there's gonna be some vendor trash as well.
Yeah.
Are you gonna show us co-op gameplay as well? Sure, yeah, obviously that's an idea for another stream.
Another stream, yeah.
But we were thinking about, you know, doing some co-op campaign with you guys, you know, like 3 or 2 more people joining in from somewhere.
Yeah.
Because campaign will be playable in co-op, as you may know, in 2.0. So it's gonna be like a cool new feature to let, you know, friends play together.
Yeah, so the idea behind these streams are that with all stream we're gonna show something new, like a feature or two from 2.0, and this week it's the combat, and then maybe another week it will be the co-op campaign.
Oh yeah, Harkonnen, yeah, we are playing easy missions right now.
Yeah,
basically,
sure. This
is just a combat showcase.
Just a combat showcase.
Obviously, because we don't really want to show like red missions, because first of all, to me it's not as entertaining to watch. You know, like these characters haven't been. It's not like a refined build. You know, I just threw these characters together in a couple hours. You know,
yeah, but
it's not like I crafted a build for these characters, and because power rating will be removed, and therefore the end game balance will be flipped up on its head when 2.0 hits.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much pointless.
But we can run a high level.
Yeah,
mission,
we can
of course,
run a
just
high
to
level.
show you guys how it.
But these the items of these characters that I've created is just basically random.
Yeah.
I just added a bunch of items. Yeah, since obviously, as you can see, this is a preview build, as it says in the top right corner. So there's a bunch of unnamed items on the ground. Those items are unnamed because that's one of the new kind of item. So it's
okay.
Yeah, so it's one of the new items that roll skills from a pool and stuff. So yeah. And obviously, if you want to change weapons mid-mission, you can do it. So if we want to go into the inventory now, we can just press I and it will hop into the inventory. So it's a pretty cool change as well. So you can swap gear on the spot now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And obviously there's going to be a new interface created for that, but for now it's the...
Yeah, it's the old interface, but
yeah, we can show it right
from
now.
Stream to stream, it will change and you guys will see it.
Yeah, so now you can hop into the inventory and change stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah, as you can see,
this one.
I added a bunch of items.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically that was our...
Oops!
Just click no.
Yeah.
It's all fine. That's our goal, Angry Crab. That was our goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good to see these changes in action. Not only because we've been thinking that this should be something that the community would welcome, but this is, you know, we feel that it's the step in the right direction. And combat is like the first step towards a good ARPG. Obviously, loot is second, and there's a bunch of other things. But we are taking it, you know, step by step. As you can see by the feature list that we have posted on our forums, almost everything is going to be changed.
Yeah.
So there's going to be fast travel if you don't want to spend too much time in the star map. You can just hop into missions straight away.
Also an XP bar during missions.
That's
it's
really good.
Not here right now, but...
It's not here right now, but the battle interface will be sort of redesigned. There's gonna be an experience bar added
that's
every
also
time. So that's such a cool thing, to be honest. You will be able to see your gains, you see your experience bar move up as you progress, and it's pretty cool. I think that's like a small change, but it's so important in an ARPG that you are finally able to see your experience mid-mission.
Indeed.
That's really cool. Basically, now in the old build, you didn't have an experience bar because the idea for Martyr back then at the beginning was this whole tactical approach that I've been talking about, and then monsters did not give experience mid-mission, and hence there was no reason to add an experience bar. And now they are giving experience mid-mission, and therefore it's much more cool and it makes sense to have an experience bar. Any plans for the future to be able to customize the interface? I would say no, not for now.
Don't think so, yeah.
But you know, it's like one of those things that you do as a developer when everything else is finished. So yeah, I don't think we are thinking about that right now. Health bar be added atop your character. You can do that right now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's in the game options, you can already do that.
Okay.
Can you link that forum post page? I will maybe after the stream, but it's the top of, if you type in NeocoreGames.com and go to the forums, it's at the very top.
Yeah, so also if you check our Twitter, it's probably like the second post from top, so, or the third or something like that, but yeah, it's there.
Which class should we show? Psyker or Crusader?
Crusader maybe?
Yeah, sure. Let's hop into Crusader. We're gonna show all three classes, so... Yeah, you are unlocking perks because... Okay,
so yeah, let's check out the Crusader.
And before maybe the Crusader, maybe we could show the new extras panel.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that. It's like
a small
little thing.
That
I don't think it's even 2.0, or is it? I think it will come out maybe before. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Yeah, it's just a small thing. Just one of these new redesigns are done. Here the extras panel, this was like a very basic kind of menu, or currently it is.
It's like a small context menu now. Now where basically you can scroll across the cool stuff that you have.
This is like a small little thing. I mean, it's not obviously not the main. It looks better. Yeah, it looks better. Okay, so Crusader. Let's do it.
I think it has a plasma gun, one of my favorite weapons regarding 2.0, because it's like so cool. Just
let's do one mission.
Pew pew everywhere.
Will be long.
Yeah. Will experience become pointless after hitting max level or I think it's something that is still up in the air, so I wouldn't say something because it may or may not happen. But what we should know for sure is that reaching max level is going to be hard, so it takes a while for you to think about what happens after I hit max level.
Yeah, but thinking about something that you can grind or work or you know play for after reaching max level, it's an idea that comes up time to time.
Another cool change that I don't think we have mentioned before, Mad Doctor asks, will you speed up the opening of the crates? You can skip the loot scene entirely in 2.0, so you can just right click and pop, you get the stuff.
Also, you will be able to skip the tutorials once you completed it once by every class, I think. So.
I think we are using an autogun now. So if we are using the primary skill, let's try that and switch between targets quickly. So that's like a short bursts, and as you can see, there's basically no global cooldown. So if you just shoot at different angles with a left click burst, you can basically change targets quickly, and it's so amazing in my eyes.
It's so much. I mean, very good.
Yeah, so basically, touching back on the loot screen, you are gonna be able to skip that entirely. So it's like a cool addition. You know, if you're farming or something, it's skippable. Further subclasses, skill trees, later. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, and also again, because we were getting a lot of questions about it, consoles will get this update as well. Right now we are playing on PC, and we are porting it to PS4 and Xbox One, and 2.0 will be on consoles as well. It will come a little bit later, but not that later. I think usually it will be the similar kind of time frame between the two.
Yeah, what's your secondary weapon?
Let's see.
Plasma cannon. So if we test the left click skill, maybe just here in the empty
hit the minimap because I was just running around.
So if we just shoot here with shift left click, like different angles quickly, it's much more cool. So you can just basically spam it until it overheats. So it's a lot more quick, a lot more responsive. It's amazing, to be honest.
Yeah, it's very satisfying.
And you can quickly, see how quickly he turned around. So it's like instantaneous, like you turn around instantly, you don't take an arc anymore, even as a Crusader, which is like the slower of the 3 classes. And yeah, you see he jumped in, you can shoot straight away.
Immediately can use your other active skills. Okay.
Yeah, so for example, here are 2 targets in 2 different angles. You can completely change angles and fight them at the same time. And it's basically much more satisfying and responsive. New rarity, there's gonna be a new rarity. As I've mentioned it before, Morvis, we are adding a new item tier. I don't know the name yet, but it's gonna be a whole. So besides relic items, there's gonna be another rare item type.
Yeah, obviously for a new max level, you need like more rarity types.
Yeah, obviously you need more loot. Obviously, as I mentioned, loot is very important in an RPG, so it's gonna be refined as well. And these items from the new item tier are giving random skills, basically.
Yeah.
So not the same fixed 4 skills every time, but different skills when you drop. Demon Forged and Holy items are going to be a thing as well, besides this new item tier. So there's going to be that.
Right.
They are linked to morality. So you can only use one if you have the appropriate morality level. But yeah, it's Demon Forged and Holy items are coming to 2.0 as well.
Yeah, also, as far as I know, you can't really craft these items because they are super rare, or super unique.
Yeah, so this is, I think, is like playing a whole different game, to be honest. So even though this mining platform map is like a bit more narrow, but the speed of combat is
it's so much faster. I mean, after playing the old version or the current version, you can feel it immediately. It's
I was just when I was testing it for the first time, I was just standing in a place like this and I was just destroying barrels and covering it with the plasma cannon.
Even that was like
will morality system get a rework? I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, what would you like to see in the morality system rework? So yeah, feel free to describe. What would you like to see? What would you like to see?
Yeah, but with these new items, it will definitely get a enhancement or something like that.
Will you guys be changing monster speed to match player speed? That's a good question, actually. The enemy types are gonna be reworked as well. So there's gonna be like a huge monster balance overhaul regarding the AI as well, and just the monsters themselves too. Because, for example, in Martyr there are a bunch of enemy categories, so to say, like normal, which is the cannon fodder guys, medium, which is like the space marines, elites, which are always like hellbrutes and stuff. And there's gonna be horde like Nurglings. So I think that's like the 4. There's commanders as well.
Obviously, like the big boss fights, the unique fights.
Yeah, that's boss. That's so like 6 categories of monsters. Currently, 1 monsters in a group. Like I put down the normal ranged group. All of the guys have the same HP, for instance. That means if I grenade them, everyone will die. Now the HP will be randomized a bit. So if oops. Yeah, that's like a random
work in progress
artifact. So now the HP will be randomized a bit. So that means if I grenade them, some of them will stay alive. The AI will be reworked as well. For example, they are not gonna just mindlessly charge at you, same footsteps and everything, but there's gonna be like more randomness in the movement and the combat itself. So overall, it's the monsters are gonna be rebalanced as well. Medium enemy types are gonna be rebalanced strength-wise too, so it's gonna be a little bit more different as well. Oh, other ways for getting morality points, yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be a whole bunch of other mission types as well, because there's gonna be new endgame modes. For example, I'm designing one of them, and it's gonna be like the map fragment thing, which is another work in progress name.
Alright.
But basically, let's talk about that for a while. So you're gonna be receiving map fragments from Glory, Turret missions, challenges, which is another endgame mode. And you will be able to construct a map from these fragments. And there's gonna be like map with missions on it. You will have a fixed amount of tries or deaths that you can spend to try those missions. And as you progress through the map, which is a fixed map, you get the very best items in the game if you progress to the end. Now, missions on this map will not have the classic game modes. I mean, there are going to be missions like that, but most missions are going to be unique in a sense, like they're going to be using never before seen scripts, game modes, etc., and map settings as well. And there's gonna be hidden missions. There's gonna be secret missions, like you have to do some secret stuff on the 2 missions before that to unlock that. And
so it could be a whole little mini game for the whole thing, or mini campaign or something like that.
Mini campaign is a better word, yeah, I like that. And that's gonna be the source for the best loot in game. And obviously challenges are gonna be a thing, which are sort of I wouldn't say daily quests, because they are re-rolling on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like small tasks to achieve for rewards.
Yeah, it's kind of like yeah, you can log into the game from time to time to finish these, but you don't have to do it obviously at that particular day. I think it's. Yeah. You can have like 5 challenges active or something like that. 5 challenges
active.
It might change, but yeah.
Yeah. How easy it is to overheat? Have you changed it? I think you may see it because this character has a perk that reduces heat values by a great deal. I think I chose a perk for this Crusader that makes your weapons overheat less.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see
the map.
Let's
see the Psyker.
Let's see how we're.
So we've shown the assassin.
We're fine.
And
we can play like more.
Yeah.
Crusader, but let's show the Psyker, and then if jump back.
We can see.
Yeah, as you can see, some placeholder icons and stuff. But those are the new item types. So as you can see, they are already in the game and dropping. What they lack is a picture and description.
Indeed.
So it's pretty much done at this point because these are the easy parts to do.
Oh, here we go. Okay, 3rd class. Let's see.
Yeah, the Psyker is another cool class to play with in 2.2 because obviously it's like a hybrid. So now we have a bolt pistol and the rod, and an ether blade and plasma pistol.
All right.
But I think the fire blast skill from the rod is the force rod is the coolest. Yeah, that's the one, the basic. Yeah, that's the primary skill.
Okay.
It's like so satisfying to blast enemies. It's super fast, similar to the plasma gun.
Okay, Demonic Incursion. Let's do this one.
Yeah, let's do this. It feels like you often try to find your way with the cursor through the holes of the UI to target enemies, kills or chance, etc. You can click through those. So if you see a kill streak sign, you can click through that. So
yeah.
Action space. Yeah, our goal was to, as you can see, the battle interface is very small. So everything else that pops up on the screen is basically an effect, and you can click straight through those.
Okay. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, once again, it's responsivity. Responsivity was the key for the Psyker. Obviously, you have a burst weapon with the right click on the primary bolt pistol, and the #1 skill of the force rod is like a super fast. Yeah. It speaks for itself, I think. It's just utter destruction.
I'm gonna just complete this map with this one.
Yeah, it's so satisfying because once again, it doesn't trigger a cooldown longer than half a second, and then makes you able to just quickly switch targets, which is so important. And even with AoE spells, like if you have a plasma gun and then use the AoE blast, it's still much more. If you don't have to switch targets, it's still much more intuitive and easier to use.
Yeah. Yeah, now this is a bit more challenging map, I would say.
Yeah, it's
so as you can see, we haven't really challenged the difficulty. You can always find.
Yeah, this is where my my lack of ability to build a class in 5 minutes. I mean, the gear up comes into play. Yeah, I was just adding in random items and just hopped in a couple of epics. But as you can see, the force rod skill is super fast now. So
first death of the stream.
Yeah, Mad Doctor, I think that's the one. That's the link. Even though I think it's probably removed, but yeah, that's the link. Yeah, obviously the Psyker is a squishier class and we are playing a harder mission with no gear preparation whatsoever.
Yeah, I think we haven't even like
yeah, you know,
made
because
a build. It just
it's
like
not a build.
randomly.
I did not create a build. I just added in cheated in items from
Randomly,
from
yeah,
mode,
put in some skills.
Yeah, what about customization? Because of the new item tier and gems, sockets, and rune words, you're gonna be holding onto a cool item for a longer amount of time. So someone is asking, because now in the current live version of Martyr, you are basically replacing items every couple missions, which is cool in an ARPG if you're leveling, but if you're playing endgame, you should be able to stick to your weapon for a day or two. Let's see. Yeah, basically, if you find a really good weapon, really cool enchants, and it has sockets, let's say.
Yeah.
First of all, you have to modify that weapon at the crafting panel to get the best possible enchants. Now you will see what the possible outcome is. You're gonna spend a couple mil on creating that perfect item, and then when you are done, you are then gonna farm for gems and runes. Let's say you want to get a rune word into that item. You construct that item with that cool rune word, you use up a bunch of resources, and since it took up so much work, you're gonna be using that item because even if a new item drops that is, let's say, 1 or 2% better, you're still gonna have to modify it, farm the runes, get the rune word working, and so on. So yeah, it's gonna last longer. Will this drop at the same time for PC and PS4? No.
No.
Consoles are as they were before. It's always like a couple months behind PC release schedule.
Yeah, devs are porting PC version.
Yeah, basically it works like this. You know, when we release something for PC, like the corn season before, it was the latest content patch. It takes a while for it to get released on consoles. Yeah. But yeah, console players will receive this patch as well. And obviously, needless to say, this is going to be a free update. I don't think we have said it before. Obviously, this is going to be completely free.
Yeah, it will be similar to the Season 1 and Season 2 patches, which were also free updates.
Yep.
So
the season updates
expect these expect this patch similarly.
Yeah, maybe we overshot our goal with this mission.
But we can.
Oh yeah,
we can fool around with the skills and the inventory
during
game. Yeah, something like that. Suppression.
Yeah, this is once again something that you can do. So now we're just giving ourselves some skill points.
Yeah, let's see. Where's defense?
Bottom.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah. Yeah, these are not builds. We are just now.
Yeah, we are
messing around,
spamming skill points.
Yeah, but it will give you an idea, guys, that you can modify your character's skill tree and the inventory.
How big is the team working on Martyr? That's a good question, because now they are reconstructing part of the office, because we are opening up a new wing, a whole new wing for NeocoreGames, because we'll hire some new people. And that's good for you guys as well, because that means more people are going to be working on Martyr.
Yeah.
The team now is like 70 people, give or take, 60, 70. Yeah.
Yeah, but this includes like
PR.
Everyone.
And, not the programmers. It's I wouldn't know the exact number of people that are working on Martyr, but it's the majority of these people.
Yeah, if you check the credits, that's more or less the team plus like 10 more people or 20 or something like that.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Can we customize Sentinel turret? Change heavy bolters to add yeah, that's a good idea. I don't think you can do it at the moment, but that's definitely a good idea. So yeah, adding the Psyker's skill customization ability to other classes is definitely a thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're ever in Budapest, Hungary, you can come and check the office out, I'm pretty sure.
Sure. Yeah, we had guys from YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, there were a bunch of people here
visiting us. So
it was always
always a cool thing.
Yeah. Once again, 2.2 is going to be a completely free update, and it's going to contain a bunch of changes to the core gameplay and design of Martyr.
For a general rundown, you guys should check our stream from last week. Also, there's a blog post on our site, which you can find the link on Twitter or on our social sites. It's not a patch log, it's not a full list, but it's more or less the main features that are coming in patch 2.0.
Yeah, basically our previous stream was like just us talking about, giving you a rundown about all the things that are going to happen. Yeah. Almost all the things. I think we missed out on a couple, but
absolutely, yeah. And these things can change, but
yeah, most of it is set to stone, but obviously, you know, the fine-tuning and polishing of these skills.
Yeah, but we are doing these streams weekly now, so you guys will see how patch 2.2 will shape up. And
yeah, basically, as long as we have something new and complete to show to you guys, like since as you can see, combat pacing is almost done at this point, so we can show it. If something new is gonna get done, basically we have to, you know, we cannot stream something if it's not done at a high percentage. But yeah, as long as we have something to show, we're gonna stream.
Yeah, obviously the UI will change a bit compared to this one. This build still has the old
the power rating display, and there's no experience bar and it's a battle interface, and that's gonna be a thing, so there's gonna be a battle interface.
Yeah, so it will change.
Yeah, a bunch of quality of life changes will be added as well. So there was going to be like fast travel and stuff, which is like
that's pretty cool if you're in a one subsector and quickly wanna jump into a Warzone or something.
Farming a bunch of missions at the same time, you can skip the loot scene if you want to. It's like the little things that, like the sum of these small details, make up for a great change. Yeah. We maybe want to get back and show some more Crusader gameplay if you want to. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The ranged weapons are one of my favorite things to showcase in 2.0. Although the melee is, as you could see with the assassin.
Yeah, with the Crusaders ranged weapons, you can really see.
Yeah, the autoguns, like the 3-4 bullet burst, is so cool when you just switch targets.
Yeah.
How would you summarize what are our 1 year? I don't want to summarize our 1 year goals because first of all I would spoil a bunch of announcements, and the 2.0 release is not a 1 year goal, it's a much closer goal. So.
Absolutely, I mean,
it's like
very
a
close.
Bunch of things we are working on a bunch of huge market things. One of them is 2.2. And I don't want to spoil, you know, the announcements and stuff, but things are going to roll out in a moderate pace. 2.0 is not too far away.
Yeah, Plasma Dome was so cool, but yeah, we're gonna change it during mission.
I think Mad Doctor, that is a balance issue, and such as those, it has to be tested, and you know, some more feedback.
Yeah,
it's like a. It will take time to figure out. Any chance for a sale on 2.0 is no idea.
Talk about this.
But even if we could, I don't think it's. I have absolutely no idea. Martyr is gonna be sale in the future. That's for sure. At some point. I don't know when. Customization as a focus. I think that's like more of a side thing for Martyr, because we already have like a pretty deep customization panel. And yeah, someone said that now you don't want to customize your items because you're changing them up every 2 missions, but that's not gonna happen, so customization will be more useful.
Yeah, I think we'll see how people
we'll see how it goes.
like
Obviously we need a bunch of feedback for 2.0.
Yeah, this is something that you can build up after seeing the feedback, I think.
Yeah, that is something we need feedback for. Yeah, but you grasped it right. We are focusing on the core. Oh, the melee Crusader. Yeah. Nice. Even though it's a ranged build, but it's amazing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, the fact that you can activate the 2 skills so quickly after.
Yeah, and you have the jump skill.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, let's jump into those packs behind the. Yeah,
let's do it a few more times.
That's amazing. Yeah, so as you can see, what we were focusing on is the core feel, and yeah, that's fast. Obviously, it's like the maxed out movement tree, and I think it's a relic item as well that gives you a bunch more movement.
Yeah, also, we are running a very low-level mission.
Yeah, but still, it's so cool to be fast. You can be this fast running speed-wise in the current build as well, if you're putting a Deflect Crusader or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot more snappy as well.
Totally. Yeah. Yes, let's see some.
Yeah, hats for Inquisitors are always a topic of interest.
Hats.
Yes. Yeah. I think it was Hydra first who mentioned hats.
Yeah, releasing
like
1st of April.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys have any good April Fool's ideas, share.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing we're not streaming on Monday, because then...
Totally.
Oh, on Monday we could do a stream like when we set the time multiplier to 0.2, but everything is like slow motion, like Matrix.
Yeah, we hook up a Commodore 64 maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Or like, yeah, do a pixelated stream and filter on the stream. Like, this is the new update. Yeah, pointy hat and 12 mustache. Yeah, we are. It's a Hungarian game after all. Yeah. Yeah, so it's these changes, as you can see, they benefit both melee and range as well, and utility is really important, because as you could see with the assassin, grenades are super fast and sniper shots as well. So
absolutely,
it's like a all-in-one package, and it's like such a small thing to change, like lower the global cooldown and the animations. Obviously, lowering the animations and the effects, that was a huge amount of work, but adjusting the global cooldown is not such a big deal, you know, compared to those two things. And still, they work together in like synergy, and that's really important.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, it will to make them to try out new weapons and not just stick to one that kind of works, you know?
Yeah, I know that hats, that those hats are a thing, but I don't think they're gonna come to Martyr. New items, yeah, sure, that's gonna be a thing. Obviously, we have to paste those in some form, because obviously modeling and texturing and all that balancing takes a while, but I think that's gonna happen. Obviously, as you can see, or as you could see, and I mentioned it before as well, there's gonna be a new item tier in 2.0, and some new items will be dropping.
Yeah, also I think we haven't spoken yet this time about the Warzone changes. That thing will get like revamped or enhanced or something.
Yeah, the Warzone will change entirely as well, because what the Warzone will do is that basically it's gonna be like a gear check / challenge mission, and it's gonna scale to your level every time. So it's not gonna be like a fixed level niche thing that it is now, but it's gonna scale to your level. Whatever level you are, you can play some Warzone.
Right.
And there's gonna be new maps added to the Warzone, so it's gonna be more it's gonna have more variety.
Yeah. Also, the rewards will change a bit. So.
Yeah. It's gonna
be a new thing. Basically.
Yeah, Warzone will receive a pretty nice revamp, in my opinion. It's not gonna be the ultimate endgame farm fest, but more like a challenge.
Yeah. People can check their builds and compare them. I think
it's gonna
good system
do
for
exactly that. And for endgame item sources, there's gonna be challenges, which will be like rolling 3 times a week. You can take up a challenge and complete it for items. There's gonna be the map fragment thing, which is the ultimate source for gear. It's gonna have so many secret missions, so many hidden missions, and it's gonna be a challenging one. And there's gonna be a bunch more changes. Turret system will be reworked, so now turret cards will have completely different effects, not the old ones. You're gonna be able to level up your turret cards for increased effect. The old turret interface is gone, and then you will be able to select, for example, an open world mission and apply your turret cards onto that mission, and that will turretize that mission, so to say. So
yeah, that sounds very cool. And as far as I know, as you unlock one type of tarot card, a major or minor one, then you will be able to find these cards as loot, and you will be able to level up those tarot cards too. That's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, and that's, I think, one of the most important things as well to mention about this. Yeah, executions can be skipped and speed up as well. So I think you can skip the slow motion in the current live Steam build as well already. So that's like a thing.
Yeah.
And I think skippable executions is going to be a 2.0 thing. It's like a very minor one, but I think it's going to be a thing. But currently on the live version you can make it not slow, that's for sure. So that's already in the game. So yeah, the plasma cannon, as you can see, it's so fast. It's unbelievable. I just love it. It's just quickly switching targets.
Yeah, you can switch targets really quickly.
Yeah, and then the sound is satisfying as well. It's just everything. More plasma shots equals more fun, more purge for the Emperor. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's like a bunch of things, you know, put together is what makes up for a good gameplay experience in my eyes. And a bunch of these bunch of things in this case is sped up everything.
Yeah, it's very satisfying to purge these enemies this way. Let's switch to the other one.
Yeah, the melee is super fun because now you can close the distance a lot faster to your enemies. So it's ranged executions, that's like a cool idea. I don't think we have any of those in storage.
So, yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely a nice idea.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, maybe we can go back to the assassin.
Go back to the assassin, yeah. Grenades.
Before we finalize the stream.
Yeah, I think...
like a couple assassin clips and then...
also one thing that that came up after our first stream was co-op missions. So yeah, as you guys know, the campaign will be able to be completed in 2 to 4 player co-op. But this doesn't mean that we're gonna add split screen or anything like that to the PC version.
Co-op and couch co-op and co-op campaign are two different things.
Right now, couch co-op still remains a console thing.
Yep.
And for the campaign, you will be able to finish it in co-op as well.
Yep, indeed.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's play some assassin.
Yeah, just like a couple 5-minute missions or 1 5-minute mission, and basically what we wanted to show you today, I think we managed to accomplish today, is for you to be able to grasp how far the combat has come since the old build. Because at the beginning of the stream we show you the current old Martyr and how slow-paced and sluggish the combat is currently in the live version, and how we sped up that combat into a much more satisfying, snappy feel.
Yeah. All right, let's do this one. We can change it.
Yeah, we can change it mid-mission if you want to. No problem. Yeah, because now you can change equipment during missions.
No. Yeah, let's find a quick map.
Yeah, just a sec.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, just setting some things up, but I'm trying to find what else we haven't mentioned yet. So yeah, crafting will be changed. Then the tutorials will be something that people can skip after completed once on each class, and then a lot of quality of life improvements will come. Yeah, let's see. Or this was the. Yeah, let's do this one.
Yeah.
And if you guys have questions, just feel free to ask. And after the stream, you can drop into our Discord and you can shoot questions there as well.
We are close to the end of the stream, so if you have any questions to ask, feel free to ask, and we'll try to answer. Yeah, the global cooldown thing is actually a huge change, and it was. I'm so proud that we just managed to pull it off in a way that it works so well.
Yeah, someone's asking about any chance of Sisters of Battle ever showing up again after Maelstrom Carnage. I mean, story-wise, I don't think we can really spoiler things, but the story will continue, sure.
Yeah.
And we're gonna announce things soon regarding that.
Necrovesk asks about the community feedback list that I have compiled and presented to the other devs. And basically, not only are those lists exist still, but those lists are what partly made this happen.
Yeah.
So this is basically the culmination of those feedback lists, because many people were asking for community feedback. And don't get me wrong, I'm not presenting this 2.0 combat revamp like it's entirely our idea and it popped it out of nowhere and we just thought, oh yeah, let's make the combat a lot faster and more intuitive. But obviously it was you guys who who helped us a bunch with this, because we have not forgot about that feedback, and those documents are still there, and those were the source or like the first domino that started the whole thing.
Totally.
So that was that's a very important thing to point out, and thank you for bringing that up, because that's really important. So yeah, without the community, we wouldn't be here. What is it you're most proud of in 2.0? Well, since it's not released yet, it's hard to say. But obviously, as this is the thing that we can show, and this is like combat is a core thing of gameplay, and that's something I'm hugely proud of.
Yeah.
But the new endgame modes are gonna be cool.
Absolutely.
I think, and the new mission types as well. So I think that's gonna be a big deal.
Yeah.
So it's hard to decide. It's like, you know, I always say that the key is in the details, and we are making so many minor, seemingly insignificant details in 2.0. And one by one, they are not huge deals. But if you put them together, it's like amazing. So it's like all together is what I'm proud of.
Yeah,
what I'm gonna be proud of. Hopefully.
For me, I think I can't wait to play a game where loot is a very crucial thing, and there will be like so many stuff to grind.
Yeah, because
for,
now you can get gems, runes, and make rune stones and suck it to the items, and it's like a whole layer of variety, multiple layers.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you go on an end game map, you will be able to find new item types, not just the current ones. Then you will be able to find tarot cards for the unlocked one. Map fragments, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Rick Belfield. Yeah, it's great to know some parts. And yeah, Tiny Angry Crab. It was, it was our idea that we should release this as a bundle, as a complete overhaul patch. Because if you know we keep releasing like Band-Aid updates, it's not gonna live up to the name, to be honest.
Yeah.
And these little details all patched together is what Martyr needs, and it's what Martyr is gonna receive not long from now.
Yeah.
What is the ETA?
Soon.
Yeah, soon.
Soon.
Yeah, but the announcement is gonna go out in a next couple of days, weeks or something.
Yeah.
And it's not a long wait, so it's not, I don't know, not the end of the year. Or
Yeah.
something
First,
like that.
first we mentioned Q1 in our roadmap. That's obviously not.
That's before we thought of all these changes.
Yeah.
So that
But
was like when 2.0 initially was like a small feedback-oriented patch before we announced it. And then when we announced it, we felt the need to revamp a bunch of other things that the community mentioned, that we thought of, and it culminated in this huge revamp/overhaul update, which we are doing right now. And as you can see, we are starting from the core, combat, gameplay, loot, etc., etc., and we are moving up to the top. Slowly but steadily.
Yeah.
Not so slowly, because it's gonna be done not long from now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's, Runes and Gems are working titles, and it's like a placeholder name.
Yeah, they're gonna be like a Warhammer name for these, like lore-wise, lore-friendly. Yeah, so it won't be gems. I'm not sure about the Runeverse. That's also not like finished version.
Yeah, that's also a working title. Yeah, Necrovex, thanks for bringing that up, because that was important to mention, that actually these changes are not just out of nowhere. That basically it was the community who helped us out in this regard. Obviously, we added a lot of original ideas and shaped the game in a way that we wanted to. but those huge feedback compendiums that I have made, that the closed beta guys made, that helped us a lot in this sense. So yeah, I really hope that you guys could see what we meant about faster pace.
This was a really quick, very early glimpse into patch 2.0. Obviously, it's not the finished version, it's a work in progress version. The UI is not changed yet. Only that was new this time is the combat.
Basically, that's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna implement a new feature to this build each time we stream and show that to you.
Yeah.
So
maybe
you'll never see the entire thing is done in these streams. Maybe towards the end when we are close to the release. But we are going through one by one on the features.
Yeah, maybe next week something will be different because something will change on the UI or something like that. So you will be able to see the progress on the patch.
Yeah. And I really hope that the community will finally is gonna be able to play and appreciate this patch as soon as it's out, because I think this is gonna be a good reception for this fast-paced combat. As far as I saw from the chat, you guys liked it as well. So
yeah, it's very satisfying.
It was good to read the comments.
To play with all the classes actually.
Yeah. So about our next stream, because we're close to the end here.
Right.
I'm not sure, but be sure to follow us on social media.
Yeah.
Because that's where we announce the next stream. So Discord, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. Follow us on Twitch as well, because that's the best and easiest way. But be sure to check in to our Facebook page and Twitter page, because
as we are going to hype up things for patch 2.0, we will be a lot more active on Twitter and on Facebook and on our other social media sites. So yeah, be sure to follow it.
Yeah, and basically that's where we are gonna announce the next stream. It's gonna be maybe next week if we have some cool new stuff to show. For example, the co-op campaign.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, the combat looks amazing. Yeah, thanks a lot. Question.
Yeah, also
speed, amazing changes. Yeah, I'm super proud of these combat changes, because it's much more fluid and snappy. It's so good to play. Like, it's like playing a whole different game. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, we have time. I mean, for like a few more questions, but
yeah, a couple more questions. And until that, I'm gonna find the link to the compendium of changes.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Because that's something I want to do, just link the change. It's not a change log, but it's like a cool compendium of what you can expect. Let's see. First look at patch 2.0. Yeah, this is gonna be it. Yep.
So
this is it basically. I just linked it to the chat.
Yeah, this is not a patch log. This is not all the new features that are coming, but these are the ones that we were talking about last time. It gives you a general idea of what to expect from patch 2.0. So besides these, there will obviously be like a lot more changes.
Yeah, and of course the stream, I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, so you're gonna be able to find the VOD, and you can rewatch the VODs at Twitch as well.
Yeah.
So our previous stream is already up, and this is gonna be up like on Monday as well.
Yeah.
Because today it's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So any stuff dealing with performance? Yep. That's something we're constantly improving with every patch. That's needless to say. Any plan on adding new classes in the future?
We'll see.
Stay tuned. I had a running bug where I couldn't unlock past 60 FPS. Try full screen mode. Yeah, I think.
Let's wrap it up for today. And we'll be back soon with another stream, and we're gonna announce it on Twitter and social media. So stay tuned.
Yeah, the Emperor protects, guys. See you in the next one.
Thank you guys for joining in. It was cool.
Yeah, it was.